Sup, my peeps. I did want to cover this story as well as because I seen how everybody was going crazy up on my last video that I covered and reacted to with Pimp C and his passing in LA. So I had no other choice but to cover this as well. This is going to be covering the super tight interview where where the OG Bobo and Edgar, Pimp C's cousin, broke down what really happened to Pimp C and Master P. So let's take it back 20 years or so. Pimp C and Master P, they were very close at one point. Of course, we know they were on a lot of tracks together on No Limit collectively with UGK. For instance, they was on classics like Players from the South, Break 'em Off Some, A Kick Dough, Slangin' with Fiend. Pretty much all of them was produced by Pimp C and Beats by the Pound. So the story that it had been going around for decades that the reason why Pimp C had got ambushed and beat up and pistol whipped by Master P was because of allegedly he wanted the rights to break him off something. And that wasn't really what happened. And that was quickly squared away and put out there that, hey, that was a full lie. None of that was true.
People try to get in the comments and say, oh, it was about Chad wanting the rights to not break him off something. I think it might have been break him off something.
Break him off something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cock-sucking lie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, that is never what happened.
Nah. The real reason why all this happened was because there was some things promised to Pimp C far as money-wise, and things didn't go the way he planned. All he wanted was a better chance and a better situation than what he was doing with Jive Records with Bun B. And so they were doing a lot of work for them, and strangely one of the checks wound up bouncing, which pissed both of them off, especially Pimp C. Allegedly, word got back to Pimp C's mom, Mama West, and things got out of hand when she called Master P to get everything straightened out. When she called to inquire about what, the money situation and why the check bounced, she was cursed out by Master P. And Pimp C wound up catching the last of the call, and he asked who was that on the phone, and she told him what was going on, and Pimp C went off, as rightfully so.
It was some things promised as far as walking us through the door. That's all Chad wanted, was a better situation than being with Jive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're doing all this stuff for you. And on the low, one of the checks bounced. You remember that? One of the checks bounced. Mama called to inquire about the check and got cussed out.
Yeah. And he heard it.
So imagine a person cussing out your mama.
Yeah.
And you already a live wire. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, you get on that road and get the, you know our boy.
So the story was also put in Pimp C's book. This page here states that allegedly Master P told Daryl to take UGK off of the Cash Money tour, suggesting that they could work together on the No Limit tour. It was more of an order than a suggestion. Mama West, who had been on the receiving end of calls like this, knew how Master P operated. He just thought when he spoke, you were supposed to just jump, she recalls. Daryl played the message to UGK that Master P wanted them off the tour. It was unclear if they performed that night in Mobile. The next morning, July 10th, as they peeled into their cars for the 4-hour drive to Birmingham, Chad was upset and emotional. He spent much of the trip wondering aloud why Master P was trying to take food out of their mouths. Didn't he know they had families too? Pimp C said, he making millions. Why didn't he want UGK to eat? The evening at the hotel in Birmingham, Mama West was busy cooking when Master P called. Since her hands were full, she put him on speakerphone. I don't remember what he was calling about, how it started, she says. Master P is a pushy MFer. He wanted C to do something. When Mama West told Master P they have to see if they could work something out, Master P launched into cursing field rant. Pimp C heard this. He wasn't too fond of it, of course, And Mama always tried to calm Pimp C down, but that wasn't really successful according to the next show. When he did his next show, Pimp C stopped the music. He said stop the music, and everything stopped. His words were, y'all know that motherfucking Master P, that damn No Limit, that fuck nigga tried to cancel our show in Birmingham. He called my promoter and told him to take UGK and Cash Money off his Block to Block tour and make it a No Limit tour. The crowd rumbled in surprise. Now this old ass nigga cussed out my mama. Pimp C continued, I feel like he taking money out my baby mouth. All them whole ass movies he made, all the whole ass music he does, I want y'all to boycott that shit. Don't buy nothing else that Master P makes. And on the count of 3, I want y'all all to say fuck No Limit. This is just what was put in the book from what I've read over the years of having this book in my possession. So after this show, the word got back to Master P. What had happened at the concert with Pimp C, and he wasn't too fond of it. He got hold of where Pimp C's whereabouts were and went in his hotel room, kicked the door down. He pistol whipped Pimp C, took his mask off, according to the OG Bobo, which he stated in the interview.
Master P kicked in that door at the hotel, and 2 dudes was holding our brother.
Yeah.
And they pistol whipped him.
Yeah.
And then everybody said, how you know it was Master P? He said, because Master P took his mask off.
Yeah.
And showed me it was him.
Mm-hmm. And what made it really worse for me hearing about it, by me being on the boats,
yes.
I would fly from my port
to
back
New
home
Orleans.
to Houston.
Oh, really?
And, sometimes we was on Southwest. And so Master P was on Southwest. And so I'm like, this nigga got all this money, he flying on Southwest with me. A couple of weeks later, I get the word from Shed about that.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, I was just on a plane with this dude.
A little long time after this, Pimp C did a record called Play Hard, which is one of like the hardest Pimp C tracks out in his whole catalog. I swear that people don't really give that song the praise like it should. The flow Pimp C just gave life into that track, and it's all by himself. Of course, when you listen to it, you hear the sample I Know You Strapped, which Pimp C later reused in his song I Know You Strapped from his album Sweet James Jones Story. Pimp C, he wrecked this, but then at the end is when he started talking about and addressing the situation with Master P and his mother. So there was another version of Play Hard, which the outro was removed. The book stated that Play Hard wasn't released until several years later on Lil Boosie and Webbie's 2003 album Ghetto Stories, with the shit talking outro removed. It was also included on Pimp C's 2005 The Sweet James Jones Stories under the alternate title I Know You Strapped. And Pimp C stated in the song on his last verse, and that phony Tupac that threatened my precious mama, you a bitch for life, you gon' feel the drama. They're gonna be flying you to the center of the gunshot trauma. You can get hit in your Bentley or your Blue Impala, quote unquote bitch. Pimp C went hard. It sounds even better when you listen to it from Pimp C's mouth on the track. Pimp C he had this aura about him. When he raps, you listen. Also, not too long after that, when he was working on the Sweet James Jones Stories, or the tracks that led up to making that compilation with Pimp C's tracks, he did diss Master P again on the song Hoggin' the Game, which one of my favorite. That was the intro to his DVD, The Pimpulation. And he said, your shoes ain't tight and you're phony at your shows, so bend your ass over like a bitch is supposed. I make fucking music for the boys with the O's, the old school pro and the strip boy hoes. The boys went hard in the motherfucking South. Bitch, you ain't had a hit since I saw you break them off. Allegedly quoted to Master P years after that they wound up squashing that and things were alright and cool between them. And it was alleged Pimp C and Master P was supposed to rekindle things and hook back up and do some more music together. But of course Pimp C wound up passing away. And so yeah, I just wanted to cover this story since it came across the video. Y'all let me know in the comment section below y'all thoughts and y'all comments on this situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell to get notified every time I upload dope videos. Until next time, JC for the Culture TV, tuning out.